Hi, everybody. It's Denise with Power and Light Tarot. Today we have a cool tarot reading for you guys, and hope you guys are well. It's going to be for Sagittarius, and we're in Hawaii, and you can see the background there, right? No, we're not. We're in California, right? We're in California where the trees don't look like that. No, they don't. We have palm trees, but they don't slant, and that's like a shorter tree, right? So. That could be Hawaii, that could be Tahiti. I'm not really sure. But let's get into this. And Sagittarius, take what fits and leave the rest out because it's a general reading, all right? So let's see what we have for you guys. We're going to use these astrology cards and we have these other very kind of psychic type cards today. And we're going to have an extended reading for you too, and that will be your person's reading. We have the fire card, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. So that's very fire-like. It is, right? And so yeah, let's see what else. We have the Pluto card, transform. So we see the butterfly for a new beginning, and we see right, big change here. We see the skull, right? And which is about an ending, but it's about a transformation. Why do they use the skull, right? Because when you leave this earth, you are transforming. Right. You might die like this, maybe. Your skull is there, but your soul is still alive. So that's why they have the skull there, I believe. Let's see what else we have. And we have the Leo card, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. That wanted to be in the reverse, and that's kind of interesting, but we're gonna flip it. We are because they don't really read that way, but sometimes. But I feel like what this is about, confidence to change something, confidence, because we have that twice. We have self-confidence and we have confidence to let something end in order to have something transform. And that sounds like wisdom to me, as long as you are doing it mindfully, right? You just don't say, hey, I'm sick of so and so, boom, right? You got to do it a little more mindfully, right? Yeah, don't be too much into the Sagittarius archetype, right? Because the lower side of Sagittarius, or the pitfall, if you will, is impulsivity. Yeah, and just acting, right? Boom, wow, that sounds great. Woo, so yeah, and then haste makes waste, right? So let's see what else these cards have to say. And we have the reproach card. A reproach is like you don't want something or you just think it's like, ugh, right? That's really what that is. Wow. And somebody came to an evaluation or an assessment of that because of that, it's a number, it's a 7, it's a 25. So let's see what else we have for you guys. And we have message of forgiveness. So I don't know if you're forgiving yourself, Sagittarius. You could. I mean, that might sound funny to some people, but hey, people walk around with guilt all day long and twice on Sunday, right? Because they haven't released it yet or they haven't forgiven themselves. So you're supposed to forgive. You're supposed to forgive. You don't have to forget entirely, but right? But you have to forgive people too if this is for somebody else, because how can you move forward in your life if you're carrying around resentment, anger, so yeah, so definitely. Let's see what this reading is all about. And if you want to get a psychic reading with me or a tarot reading, uh I still have a promotion going. And click on the calendar below if you've ever wanted to get a reading with me, psychic tarot, um, or I have some other readings on there, but past life reading. If you ever want to get those, any of those, and now's the time because prices have been marked down really quite a bit, right? So yeah, I mean, I would say like, I don't know, 50, maybe not 50%, but a good, 40%. So let's get into it right now. Check out the description box. If you have questions about somebody, great to get a psychic reading on them. And then you get the tarot at the end because the tarot will tell me things sometimes that, they're just different, right? It's kind of different insight. But yeah, they're both really good. You can get those separate if you want, right? And but Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. Check that out in the description box, and also yeah, and a past life reading, stuff like that. Let's get right into it here. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to have that promotion. So if you do get it, you'll see there's a message on there, right? The payment has to be made right away, right, in order to get that price. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. This is a very curious card. This number 7 is about curiosity because that's why somebody is assessing or evaluating a situation. Um, there's an ending here and there is a new beginning. If you want it, it is connected to this forgiveness. Maybe, somebody's sending you one. Maybe you're sending them. It can be, doesn't even have to be, I mean, nobody's really gonna, maybe to ask for forgiveness in a text, but they might, right? Depends. But I mean, I'd like to talk face to face about that. And your person, Sagittarius, we're going to have their reading coming up after this for the members. Yeah. Let's see. We have Two of Pentacles. That's assessing. We have the Moon, Four of Pentacles, the World card, the Hanged Man reversed. He's standing there. Um, could be somebody who's kind of waiting, but the Hangman is also, gaining a perspective on something, right? It's like an epiphany, aha moment. It is a Piscean card. Um, which is intuition. It's also the 12th house. It's a number 12. The 12th house in astrology is letting go, sacrifice, release. He's sacrificing. He's up there, right? This is you, right? Release. Yeah, and it's also about, we have these epiphanies. It's also about seeing unconscious patterns about ourselves that we didn't see before. This is super important because, if you can't learn to be a seer in your own life to a certain degree, right? You can always call me and I can help, right? But we all have to learn to kind of trust our own intuition about ourselves, right? Um, excuse me, a reading can help you do that because the reading can awaken things in you where you're kind of sometimes you're able to understand what you need to do. That's really what my readings are about because I'm also a life coach. So I really want to help. Um, and and I have predictions in there, suggestions and all kinds of stuff. So, there is the psychic, and there is the spiritual and the life coach spiritual as well. Let's see what else. We have the Queen of Swords. She's definitely assessing. Yeah. She said, "Hey, you better get in line, right? Because but she's really discerning something, right? She is, whether or not it's good for her, whether or not it's not, things like that." And we have the Ace of Cups in the concern. What a better, there's no other place better than that place, in my opinion. Um, and the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. There's some type of a sacrifice. That's where I was going with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice. And that's what he's doing up there, right? I have one card where the Hangman is being given water because, he could die up there without, quenching his thirst or, having water. So it is about a sacrifice. The 12th house is about letting go. And we can say letting go, right? The number Pisces is in the major arcana, number 12. So we can say letting go, we can say release, um, and we can say surrendering. But the surrendering is kind of like just letting go and surrendering to the universe, surrendering and transcending, like understanding things spiritually. So you let things go that have bothered you, that have kept you down, kept you, not in your higher self, just stuff like that. That's what Pisces is really about. It is about your intuition, your imagination, and overcoming all your doubts, your fears, the past. 12th house is about the past. And learning to transcend and overcome these things spiritually. The magician is here, and we have the Eight of Cups. So in the reading, there's some type of this Eight of Cups is leaving something. There's an ending here, right? It can be, somebody's approach, maybe to a relationship or just their approach, but there could be something physical that ends here, right? So, this epiphany that has already happened, this, transcendence, this overcoming things spiritually, right? With surrendering to the divine, this brings in some type of an ending here. And it can be I need to move away from anything that is not emotionally supporting me or fulfilling, right? I mean, it's for sure. It can mean that. But in the reading, somebody here, Sagittarius, you or them, is hoping for a new beginning. The concern is the Ace of Cups. The hopes and fears are the Magician. So the Magician is he wants to desperately manifest. That's his soul It's his soul's intention, right? To manifest in his physical life, it's just like I'm explaining a little bit here, kind of an archetype, but this is ruled by Aries. Aries is about new beginnings all day long, right? The courage, the drive, the desire, um, and the passion, right? But magician here, somebody wants a brand new beginning. It's a number one, right? So that's either you or them. And this is wondering here, Sagittarius. Possibly, I'm not sure who's doing this in the reading, you or them, but this could be wondering if I can hold on to Sagittarius. Four of Pentacles is there. The moon is here in the crossing energy, creating confusion, doubts, fears, right? Yeah, it could be. And yes, and could be dreams as well, possibly. Somebody might, Pisces hangman can be about dreams. So, somebody could be dreaming about you or you're dreaming about them. That could definitely be going on here. Uh, and this reproach card says let something go. That yeah, it's just yeah, it is. All right. And so we have the world card and it sits here in the past. So, here she is. I can't hold her up much because she's not wearing any clothes there. Not really. But this sits in the past. This is closing out cycles. We have the Pluto card of transform, which I was showing, right? Let's get another card on that. The world card is coming full circle. It is maturity. It's spiritual awareness gets let next to the hangman, spiritual maturity, right? Where we see life for the way it is. And the interesting thing about that is that then we understand that we're really in charge of our own reality, right? Of our own destiny and things like that. Like things just don't happen to us. I mean, they can, but in general, we create our own reality. That's what this reading is about that because somebody wants to create a new beginning with you. Ace of Cups and the Magician and the World card is here with the Five of Wands. So this is a challenge about closing out some cycles can be moving on from something. This could be moving on from another relationship, Sagittarius. Your person could be doing this, or you are. Bottom of the deck is here, Eight of Wands, change, growth, and this is mostly about growth, progress. Yeah, because the eight is a very positive number. It is about change and growth. Last year we had an 8 year. 2024 is 8. So in numerology, of course, and but this can be somebody who maybe walks away from a physical thing, or they're just done dealing with relationships or something that does not fulfill them, something that's not emotionally good for them, right? Yeah, they're not happy, they're unfulfilled, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's leaving the cups, they're empty. I mean, they're all these cups, there's no cup spilled over here. They're full rather, but they could be empty too, but he's definitely leaving here. Um, Interesting how there is uh one one cup and it is moved over here right here, and there's kind of something kind of dripping here or coming out of the cup. It's really hard to see that, but yeah, this is it can be, it's just somebody who doesn't want something anymore. It could be their own behavior possibly, and I'm not doing that anymore in my life, right? There is growth and maturity in this. Whenever the World card shows up, there's growth and maturity here. The Queen of Swords is here. She's about maturity for sure. She is, right? They always have her as kind of I don't know, kind of an older, kind of untrusting. It doesn't have to always be untrusting, but she's discerning. And everybody needs to be discerning in this lifetime, right? You just don't go through life and, boom, I'm going to do that. And you never think about it. You never discern the matter and things like that. And that is in the near future, but that is now. And because, why do I say that? Because it is now or very soon or tomorrow night or something like that. It could be whenever you watch the reading, but here, the queen is discerning this brand new, she's wondering here, can I have a brand new beginning in love with Sagittarius because my cup is running over. Yeah, runneth over. It's a terrible way to speak, but it's Old English. My cup runneth over, right? Yeah. Mhm. Um, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse in the environment. This can definitely be a breakup. Definitely can. Um, Possibly about a family. somebody could have had family wounds here possibly, but the Empress is with it. Yeah, this is, I feel like it's some type of a breakup here. Or somebody, maybe this can be with you. Somebody wants to get back together with you as well. That could be the case. Um, and the Magician is in the hopes and fears. We have it with the Eight of Wands now. So the Eight of Wands has made its way up here. This is change. I want a new beginning. I want growth. I want progress. I want my life to flow. These are kind of flowing up in the air, these wands, right? Yeah. And the Eight of Cups in the potential outcome. We'll get a card, I suppose. Judgment with it. So this is judgment is transformation in this reading. Somebody has made a judgment in their life. Yeah, they did it after they had some type of an epiphany here. And judgment is an awakening. So yeah, this is definitely, and somebody is using their wise judgment because we have the queen over here, right? We're not just going, wow, Sagittarius is the best thing since sliced bread. They have really thought about this, Sagittarius. So we're going to go to the extended, and that will be your person's reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you want to get a reading with me, I still have the promo going. I'm not sure when I'm going to, kind of when it'll expire. But if you want a reading, now's the time because they are, marked down quite a bit. Thanks so much for joining me. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Really helps me here with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, it does. Thanks so much, you guys. And also, hit the little bell if you want to be reminded of my uploads. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here.